Well, I think the community bank really fulfills a vital role in the community, especially for us as a small business lender, because we will look at loan requests that other banks, I think, especially larger banks, would pass on because they're not interested in taking the time that is really required.
We really strive to make sure people understand that as a community bank, we have their interests in mind. So that's a great thing for us. But like I said, that can kind of hinder us because since we are a community bank, we have a little less funds to reach them and maybe to help provide things that they may want that a big bank might be able to offer. So it's a good thing and a bad thing that we're a community bank. Ultimately, it's a good thing because we're owned by our depositors, and we have their interests in mind. So our answers are a lot more tailored to them and can benefit them a lot better than a big bank might.
We're really trying to focus on a customer's entire needs. So if someone comes to us, for example, with a small business need, we'll also look for our ability to help that customer as a consumer loan, either for car loans, for mortgages, really any type of credit that borrower might need, either professionally or personally. But I think, again, for a community bank, one of our key focuses is on that small business. Again, the types of businesses that a larger bank isn't interested in taking time because of the size of the credit relationship, truly to understand what that borrower needs.
In selecting a vendor, of course, we're going to look at like a cost-benefit analysis, whether we could have performed it in-house or whether it's something we definitely should outsource. So expertise, efficiency, those types of things. Well, as far as the strategic plan goes, really we have certain things that we want to, like maybe for technology, for instance, we want to implement something that's going to be beneficial for our customers. So then that kind of flows through to the vendor side. If that's something that we don't have the expertise in-house, we're going to look at a vendor in order to accomplish that technology goal. So really, vendor management is just bank-wide. So, it could be something in deposits, it could be loan-related. So really every area within the strategic plan flows through into vendor management. I definitely think one of the main challenges is just finding the time to perform all of the due diligence. There's initial due diligence and there's ongoing due diligence that has to be done for each vendor. And, another thing, of course, finding someone in-house with the expertise to do all of the due diligence and review all the different types of documentation, because there's, anything from financial statements to an SSAE now 18 report. I think the third one I had mentioned was just obtaining all of the information that you need on an annual basis or even up front for a new vendor. Mm-hmm. And that can be challenging because, there's a lot to ask for and some vendors just really aren't willing to provide all of that.
Technology is obviously a key strategy for Security Federal to remain competitive. Innovation is so relevant in our industry today. So from our standpoint, we're trying to find the best fit for us based on a mutual bank our size and what our customer needs are. We currently have a mobile banking product that's very attractive to most of our clientele. However, going beyond that to have Apple Pay and a payment system that could be used on your mobile device and tied directly to your debit card are two of our main initiatives in the coming year. Our employees are very good about introducing the technology to the customer, primarily at account opening, and walking them through all of those steps to get them comfortable with our products. And surprisingly, a large population of our baby boomer customers use online banking and mobile banking. So I don't see that lag in the baby boomers from a technology standpoint. they're very savvy from our perspective.
Well, I mean, we're working on right now what's called SNAP account opening. So right now it may take maybe like an hour per se to open an account with a customer. SNAP would drastically cut that time down to where they could open an account maybe in 20 minutes or, just a lot quicker. Still in compliance with all of the regulations that we're required to comply with, and just an overall better customer experience.
Since we are getting ready to open a new location in West Lafayette within the next year, we're going to introduce interactive virtual teller machines. And those will be a new concept for us. We'll provide a self-serve opportunity and also full service as well. So if someone would opt to use an interactive teller machine, that service will be available on the inside of the lobby and on the drive-through facility. So that's a new concept for us. We don't want to replace personal service because we still feel like it's important for our customers.
Millennials will want to access the bank through a smartphone app, and that was one of the driving factors just a few months ago of implementing that technology.
Great. We've recently put together a group of our future leaders, and which is really exciting for us because we're growing the next generation of leaders for Security Federal. And they completed a survey and ranked in order of priority what technology they felt would be most important for customers based on the age that they were, their current age. And Apple Pay was first, and having some sort of an app that would tie to their debit card was second, along with pre-qualifications for consumer loans, everything that just makes the whole process easier. Several years ago, we went through a rebranding strategy, and we had a market analysis conducted and found out where our growth opportunities were and packaged it all up, created a new logo, new color schemes. We redecorated all of our lobbies, and our new locations carry out the same theme that's warm and inviting and comfortable. Along with that came a customer experience initiative. And that was a compilation of staff input on behavior expectations, how you expected to be treated by your coworkers, and how you expect to treat customers. So that became our customer experience onboarding training project, and we use that now for new employees. We just refreshed it. And it just sets up those affirmations of how you expect to be treated when you come to work and how you're expected to treat our customers.
We want to be welcoming. We want the community to understand that we are here for anybody from the business worker to the factory worker. Anybody who works here is encouraged to volunteer, and the employees are given the time to leave work to go volunteer during the day or to reach out to different organizations that may need help with financial literacy or whatever their needs may be. We really work to make that happen.
I think community banks will always be relevant. I know they will. They're in your heart and soul, and there are people that they need to trust their banker. We provide that security for them, and we are really passionate about what we do. We're passionate about our customers. We know our customers. That also helps us mitigate a lot of fraudulent activity. We're really looking out for them, and I think there's always going to be a place for that.
I've heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord.